Like so long.
Oh, thank you so much. I felt, if there's any place or event that I can wear this jacket to, it would be the Actors Fund Tony Awards viewing
Oh my
party.
God,
Yeah.
it's like perfect.
Thank you. When I bought it, I was like, I'm sure there's going to be an event that I will attend where I can wear this kind of a jacket, and here we are.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But, okay, I need to know, what are you looking forward to most tonight?
Oh my gosh. I love the Tony Awards because they've sort of become almost like the Grammys in terms of like they show so many shows. And so almost the awards part has become secondary. And so I love seeing the shows because a lot of times I don't get the chance to get out to New York to actually see the shows, or they end, or they're so expensive. So I like to see kind of amuse-bouches of the show at the Tony Awards. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah.
Well, we're noticing from the Tony Awards
Yeah.
on Broadway, a lot of television shows and movies are becoming musicals,
Yes,
bringing
yes.
on Mean Girls.
Yes.
Is there?
The dance visit.
Oh yeah, the band.
also,
Yeah. Is there anything that you would like to see from the big screen or from the small silver screen that becomes a musical? Maybe Project Runway the musical.
Project Runway the musical. Who would play Tim Gunn? Make it work.
Oh my God.
That would be good. I think that's a good one. I think you just did it. You just picked it up. As a TV show, that. Maybe as a movie, Black Panther. The musical.
Oh my
That would be
God.
kind of hot.
Wakanda
Yeah.
forever.
Can you imagine? And a lot of shirtlessness.
Oh my God. Put that makeup on the dots.
Yes,
every
the
day,
dots
though.
every day. I know. That's true. Those are my two choices. Yeah. Project Runway and Black Panther.
Okay. Well, I know you're active in the LA scene for fashion and
Yes,
everything, and you've
yeah.
been on Project Runway again as as a judge.
Yes, yes.
What can we expect more from you from this coming?
Well, we'll see. I have my really fun YouTube channel, almost 100,000 subscribers, and it's called Fashion School with Nick Verreos, where I started just showing how to drape really interesting things, and it's just taken off. So I'm telling you, it's crazy because I get all these requests and comments from as far as Nigeria to Bangladesh to India, China, and it's just crazy that people are actually watching. So for me, it's amazing, especially since it's not a YouTube channel of like a girl just, showing somebody how to do smoky eye, right? I'm like, I'm just showing how to do fashion, and I guess people love it. So I'm really excited about the YouTube channel, of course, and excited about Project Runway. Now it's going back to Bravo, so it's going back home, and that's where we started. And I'm telling you, yes, I was in season 2, and they've gone now through 16 seasons. I just judged the next season, but we don't know if it's even going to air because now they're going to Bravo. And when I judged, it was for Lifetime. So anyway, it'll be really interesting to go back home because I know that people really love those early seasons because they come up to me to this day, 12 years later, and they still stop me and they still like, oh my God, Nick, I loved your season. I'm like, were you 3? Because it was so long ago.
One of the best seasons.
Yes.
They were really getting the groove. Like we
Correct.
saw, and it was the highlight of like reality shows.
Yes,
Really.
right. And it was 2005, 2006. We were the second season. That's when the show took off.
Yeah.
And I always say we really didn't know what we were doing in terms of like that. We didn't know the show was going to be big. So we did not do the show. And I can speak for a lot of the contestants, the designers, but especially for myself. We had no illusions of like, oh my God, we're going to be famous. I just want to do the show to be on TV. No, I just wanted to show my fashions to other women all over the country. And then it took off, So I think it's changed, whereas a lot of the designers who go on the show now are like, I'm going to be famous, whereas back then, and you as the viewer could tell that we weren't about that we were there and we wanted to work our asses off and make pretty dresses as opposed to like, I'm going to be a star, I'm going to be the villain, or I'm going to be, none of that.
Well, yeah, because that time you guys were actually auditioning to show off your design
Yeah.
and everything
No.
to make it work.
Exactly. That was it.
And now it seems like it became so popular that
Yeah.
it's merely to be popular.
No, totally. And I always joke and I always tell the story that we would leave Parsons to go to Mood and we would walk there. And nobody knew who we were. Nobody knew who Tim Gunn was because nobody, 2006, nobody knew. So we would just walk by. And I remember tourists, in Times Square would be like, what are you guys? What are you doing? We're like, oh, we're just filming a movie. Like nobody cared. Now they put them in a van with all the windows closed. And they even have decoys. And Tim Gunn would never be able to walk from, wherever to go to Mood. Like, no. Are you kidding me? But back then it was like nothing. It was like nothing. We thought we were just filming a show about fashion and about the process of making and creating clothes. And that was it. we were the secondary part, you know?
Yeah.
And then, of course, we saw the show. We're like, oh, my God. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, what I love about the show is that, what I love about you is that you advocate, like, it's Pride Month. So I love
Yes.
you always advocate for LGBT.
Always,
I
always.
love that you're a big opponent. You're always advocating out there. Are you doing anything to
Yes.
celebrate this
To
month?
me, to me, every month is Pride Month.
Yes.
And I say this because when I was a young boy, I loved fashion, but I always considered myself less than that. And I wasn't comfortable with coming out until I went to college. And I ended up going to UCLA. And even then, my best friend, who is one of the directors of the Actors Fund, who still, we talk to each other,
Yeah.
obviously, he's the one who took me out to dinner and said, "You gay, and be proud."
Oh my God.
Yeah, and as I was wearing an Hermes scarf and Gucci loafers. Hello. Yes. But the thing is, I wasn't comfortable with it. And so I always just gives me such pride when these young kids come up to me. I do a lot of events for fashion schools. And these 16, 15, 17-year-old kids come up, these boys, and they're wearing high heels and makeup, and they're giving me. And I'm like, go, girl. Because I wish I was that boy. Because I wasn't even comfortable enough when I was 16 to do that. Because all the football guys were calling me names and all that stuff. But we have really, we've come so far. I know we need to come further, but to me, it's like, I know what I went through. And I think if I can be a voice to those young boys and to look at me, I'm successful and I'm in fashion. And so what? Those same football guys who called me names in high school, after the show Project Runway, they all came up to me at an event. They're like, oh my God, they thought they were my best friend. And trust me, I didn't forget. I was like, sure. Bye, Felicia.
Well, I want to also say, because you've been an inspiration for the LGBT community, like,
Yes.
like gay men can come up to boys, can come to you and just tell you. Has there been a story that really affected you?
It's about, I can see it in their eyes when I tell my story. They just, when I tell them, when I give them support, it's so obvious they're not getting it.
Yeah.
And when they're hearing it from a gay man such as myself, a successful gay man who is a fashion designer that they look up to, I can see it in their eyes. Because I wish that somebody would have done that to me.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody, a mentor or somebody to look up to like that. I didn't have that. And so I think it's so wonderful when these young boys have that. And so I can they don't even have to tell me the story. I can see it in their eyes. And when the tears well up, that they've been through it in their own way. And then hopefully I'm making a difference to them. So then I can pass it on.
Yeah, of course.
And they can pass it on to the next person as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
It was so lovely talking to you.
Lovely talking to you. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Bye.